Welcome into another one-on-one session here at OKPreps Media Days. I'm Michael Knight, joined by Choctaw offensive lineman Cade McConnell. Cade, let's start with last year for your ball club. Obviously a really good season, making it to the semifinals for the first time in Choctaw history, a long while. What was it like being on that team that looks like it's building something? And last year was the first step to what could be a potentially very special 2020 season.
It was a good feeling. We have a lot of returning players, so I feel like this year could be even better. Last year being on the team, our energy was great. All young guys, so it's all really new to everybody. So I feel like it was a really good environment to be around. Everybody. I mean, we know everybody. It's not like there's new guys from everywhere, but it's a good environment.
Now, we mentioned some of the talent that you guys have coming back, especially on the offensive side of the ball, including yourself. We had Chase in here a little bit ago, obviously put up a lot of big numbers last year. What are the expectations within the team, within that locker room for this season? Because, look, I mean, the expectations I have are, this team could make it to the semifinals, back to the championship game. What are the expectations for you guys in the locker room?
The locker room, it's always, state champs. Every time we'll be working out or something, it's breaking out on state champs all the time. Expectations are, the same. Like you said, Chase putting up big numbers. We're expecting him 2,000 yards. Steele, same thing. He's got a cannon, and that's all I got.
How much fun is it playing with this talent, with guys who are going to be playing college football all over the country? Not only guys who are seniors, but your junior class, even some of the younger guys that are coming up. I mean, it seems like Choctaw is, flooded with some talent right now. How much fun is it to be a part of a group that seems to be pretty special?
Yeah, like I said, that environment's great. I mean, all of us, we're all really good friends. I mean, nobody has any hatred for each other. Locker room's great. Everybody, we can all obviously talk about our recruitment, about the coaches we talk to, whatever. But, yeah, I love being around these guys. They're great. They're all great guys.
Now, you mentioned your recruitment. You're starting to blow up a lot as far as, the schools that have offered you. How did you react to that? I mean, going from being a guy who, was, working and trying to get that first offer to now you have some schools all over the country that are knocking on your door?
Yeah, the reaction was crazy. I mean, I was in the middle of a workout. Coach Corbin gave me a call, said Coach Meacham wanted to talk to me, so I gave him a call. I'm sitting in my living room, shaking. It's crazy talking to a college coach, but yeah, it was crazy. All of that recruitment's crazy. It's a fun experience.
Look, you're on the perfect team to deal with it because there's so many guys who are going through the same thing. How have they helped you, kind of navigate through this process?
Yeah, they're all so like on the right here, Chase, Steele, and I. We were all talking about it the whole time. Recruitment, how to handle coaches. How late you need to call them, whatever. Yeah, it's great because people go through it, and I've had buddies that go through the experience, and it's great.
You mentioned TCU. Obviously, Chase committed there in May, and he's definitely not shy about recruiting other Oklahoma kids. So I'm sure he's kind of nagging you a little bit, recruiting you to join him at TCU. What's that like?
It's always fun to joke around. He's always throwing up the frogs, whatever. It's always fun joking around because anybody who's getting recruited is like, oh, man, TCU, they're coming for you, whatever. But it's always fun with him. He's a good guy.
Now, for you, when you look, you're only going to be a junior this fall, and so there's, a lot of time between now and when you'll sign. What are you looking for in a school as far as, close to home? What kind of program are you wanting to play for?
So, first of all, I've talked with my family. The coaches, you got to have a good bond with the coaches. I mean, the campus got to feel like home. They got to have my major I want to be in, good school, good education, stuff like that. That's the main focus with everything that we go through, looking at school-wise.
Now, for this season, this off-season probably has been very different compared to most. But at the same time, I have to feel like there's a lot of excitement around this program. What have you guys done this off-season before everything started opening up and you were able to get back together? What were some of the things that you guys had to do, workout-wise to get creative and, stay on the same path?
Yeah, I have a little rack in my garage where you can bench. We have a bench, so anytime I could, I'm calling up buddies. Hey, you want to come over work out? I want to work out in my yard. It's pretty big, so we run in that a lot. go over to another buddy's house, we'd throw some footballs, whatever. So it was really challenging. I mean, staying in the weight room every single day, not having any encouragement from any teammates, that was kind of challenging. But other than that, we all really stuck together really well.
Now things are opening up. How excited were everybody to get back, in the weight room, get back together? Because look, it's a little different, working out on your own compared to working out with your team.
Yeah, everybody was really excited. First day of performance courses, that's our summer workouts. I think we spent more time talking in the locker room to each other about what's been going on in all of our lives than we did focusing on going out there, do whatever. But once we got out there, we really hit it hard, and I'm really excited for the summer.
Now, when you look at this season and, what has to happen for this team to make it, back to the semifinals, play for a state championship, what has to be different in your mind for this team to take that next step this fall?
Yeah, last year we were really offensively sound. Our defense really stood their own. So, and we have a lot of returning kids on defense. I think we only had 4 or 5 kids graduate. So a lot of returning defense, they'll hold their own. We got a great defense, great O-line up front. I think we have right now what the plan is 4 juniors and a sophomore. So we'll be really young up front. Everybody's really hardworking and talented. So our offense is going to be great. Everybody's on their own track, so we're going to be really good.
Yeah, look, the future certainly looks bright in Choctaw. Great season last year, and things looking definitely really good. And look, the jersey says gold standard, and that certainly is the standard that Choctaw is going to be playing for in 2020. Cade, thank you so much for sitting down with me today, and good luck this season, all right?
Thank you.
He's Cade McConnell. I'm Michael Knight, and this has been another one-on-one session here at OKPreps Media Days.